Welcome to Free to Cook. In this episode, we're going to be cooking an Aussie classic beef pie. Here in Australia, a pie is something you can hold in your hands and eat as you go. Pies are considered the national dish of Australia, and I have to agree. To start, dice one onion. Then you'll need some steak. You can use mince, but I like my pies to be chunky beef. Dice half a kilo or 1 pound of steak. I've got some Scotch fillet. Next, light a chimney of charcoal. I'm using Clean Eat charcoal. Place a cast iron pan over the heat. Once hot, add a little oil. Brown off the steak in batches. Season each with salt and pepper. Once all the steak is brown and removed from the pot, add the onion. Cook until it begins to soften. Add the steak back to the pot before seasoning with salt and pepper. Next, add a tablespoon of dried thyme, followed by a tablespoon of dried rosemary. Mix it through the steak and onions. Then add 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, followed by half a cup of tomato paste. To help thicken the gravy, add 1 tablespoon of corn flour. Stir through before adding 1 cup of water. Simmer the gravy mix for 15 to 20 minutes or until it thickens and the steak is nice and tender. Take it off the heat and let it fully cool. Next, you'll need some short crust pastry. I'm using a great gluten-free brand. Roll it out before cutting a rough shape a little larger than your pie tins. Lay the pastry in the tin and push it into the bottom. Make sure you don't have any air pockets under the pastry. Cut around the edge of the tin to clean it up. We're going to blind bake the bottoms first. Using a sheet of foil folded in half, add half a cup of uncooked rice. Make it into a ball about the size of the tin and place it in the center. Place the tins on the barbecue that is sitting around 390 Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Celsius. You might have to top it up with some charcoal. Cook for 15 minutes. The pastry should be about half cooked and it's time to finish off these pies. Remove the rice ball and fill each with the gravy mix. Make sure you don't overfill them. Then you'll need some puff pastry. Roll it out and cut circles just larger than the tins. Brush a little egg wash around the edges to help the pie hold together. Place a circle of puff pastry on top. Using a fork, press the top and the bottom together. Cut the extra pastry off the edges of the tin. Give the top a good coating of the egg wash. Finally, cut a V shape into the top of the pie so it can breathe. Place back on the barbecue and cook for 15 to 20 minutes at 390 degrees Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Celsius. They're ready when the top of the pie is golden brown. Take them off the barbecue and make sure you let them cool for 15 minutes, otherwise you'll burn your mouth like Will Smith did. There you have it, the humble Aussie beef pie. These are delicious, and the best part is you can pick them up and eat them as you go. Make sure to top it with some tomato sauce. That's what we call ketchup down here in Oz. If you found this recipe helpful, don't forget to share it, subscribe to the channel, like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and if you have any recipe suggestions, leave them in the comments.